Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's fall together. Today I'm floating down the beautiful Juniata in this kayak my wife got me. You probably heard me talk about it in previous videos. I'm catching some fish. It's a nice day, but I read this part of a psalm this morning and I just felt maybe this video is just for me. I don't know. Hopefully it blesses you too. I don't know if I'm gonna give it to my wife or not, but it's Psalms 63 verse 4, and it's by David, and he says, I will praise you as long as I live. In your name I will lift up my hands. And it said he wrote it in the desert. I'm not sure exactly when it is, Bible scholars probably know way more than I do. They definitely do. But I know he went through some times, some hard times, some rough times, some times where he, questioned and cried out and things didn't make sense. But as long as I live, I will praise you. Why? Because he's good. Sometimes I heard another pastor say, Satan is the accuser of the brethren, but he said oftentimes I think he accuses God to the brethren, right? Trying to make it seem like God's not good, but he is. He didn't spare his own son to redeem us, right? Jesus paid it all on the cross, his own son, so we could be redeemed, so we could have a life and a hope, right? A hope in the future. It's the new covenant that he made with us. So the other day, I was talking to a guy who had recently been out of rehab, and he said in rehab there was a group, and it was like really deep, I guess, and people were crying, and he said there was a girl there drawing in her notebook, and she was oblivious and just drawing flowers, and he said, I want to be like that girl. And it made me think, like, he was actually telling it to me in a time when I was feeling kind of beat up, right, and was kind of throwing a little hissy fit, right, boo-hoo. So I was pondering on it, made me think about it, and right away I wanted to reject it, and then I was thinking on it, and, I don't think we need to be oblivious and act like nothing's wrong or nothing's happening, right? We don't. Ignorance is not bliss, right? And what we don't know can hurt us, right? It's written somewhere. It says, my people will die for lack of knowledge. So I don't think the Lord wants us to be oblivious and act like nothing's wrong when stuff is wrong, right? But we have a hope, and we have a God who hears us and listens to us and redeems us and knows how to restore us and comfort us when we're feeling, beat up and downcast. And that sounded like a huge fish over there. Sorry, it distracted me. But, he's good. He's always good. And sometimes it doesn't always seem that way, but he's still good, and he's merciful. His mercies are new every morning. Recently I had been going through some things and just felt, beat up, just kind of at the end of my rope, right? Just, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, Lord, And God's still good, and he reminds me to look at the cross, where the perfect Lamb of God was slain for us. And I think we need God's power, his spirit at work in our lives and in our hearts to even realize, like, the depth of that. I don't think we could get to the depth of it, but, apart from him, we can't do anything. So help us, Jesus, to see how good you truly are. And if we're, believing lies that say that you're not, that you would just shatter them. And, well, guys, it's getting pretty shallow, and I don't want to drop this phone into the water. But, be blessed. I don't know if you're going to hear this or not, but I pray that it would fall on ears that wouldn't be deaf ears, right? That you would give us ears to hear, Lord, and that you would have ears to hear as well. In his name, I will lift up my hands. Why? Because worthy is the Lamb.